Are you there? Well, we're here at Camp Elliott with Marines. Yeah.
Swan, the soap that's pure and gentle. Come on, swing this one.
Lever Brothers, the makers of Swan, the new white floating soap, present the Burns and Allen Show with Paul Whiteman. Our singer, Jimmy Catt. Yours truly, Bill Goodwin, the Six Hits and a Miss, and George Burns and Gracie Allen. Well, now let's look in and see what's doing at the Burns home.
Gracie,
In the living room, dear.
Gracie, what happened? I looked in the drawer and I haven't got a single clean shirt.
Oh, darling, I forgot to tell you. Our laundress quit. Oh, she wasn't a very good laundress anyway. Remember how she used to cut the tails off your shirts to make her work easier?
Yes, it's just as well she's gone.
Well, she's got a job over at Consolidated now, making airplanes. Oh, that reminds me. I better call Consolidated and warn them.
Why?
Airplanes have tails, too.
Well, Gracie, don't bother. Do you think that you could wash out a shirt for me?
Oh, well, I'd be glad to, Judge, but I'm expecting 2 of the girls from my club any minute.
Oh, the Beverly Hills Uplift Society.
Yes.
What are those hens going to cackle about today?
Well, George, that's no way to talk about your wife and your wife's friends.
Oh, I didn't mean you, dear.
Well, it's no way to talk about those other hens either.
Believe me, honey, washing a few shirts wouldn't hurt any of those dames.
But, George, we work hard. We have to in times like these. We even do jobs for each other if they're the same amount of work.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, for instance, Ruthie Palmtag and Clara Bagley have a deal. Ruthie mows Clara's lawn and Clara cuts Ruthie's hair.
Well, I guess that's even. They're both green.
Well,
You know,
the Beverly Hills Uplift Society is doing everything it can to help win the war. Hardly a week goes by that we don't send out a long list of helpful suggestions.
suggestions? Well, who do you send them to?
General MacArthur.
Well, oh, fine. That's all we need.
Oh, yeah? Well, he wrote back and said if our ideas were used, the war would be over in 2 weeks.
Well, I'd rather take a little longer and win it. You see what I mean? Look. Why don't you girls do something constructive
Well, we do. We save all our waste kitchen fat and take it to our butcher. The government uses it to make bombs and bullets.
Well, now you're doing something.
Why, Blanche Morton alone has turned in 11 pounds of fat this week.
Well, why? Well, why does she cook so much? There's the worst cook in the whole world. Her food is enough to kill you.
Well, that's the idea. She can't invite the whole German army to dinner, so she figures if her cooking doesn't get them one way, it'll get them another.
And, of course, we must drop a few of our biscuits on the Japs, too.
Yes.
Yeah, remind me to do that.
Oh, that must be the girls now. Come in.
Oh, hello, Gracie.
Oh, hello, Ruthie. Hello, Clara. Ruthie, I was just telling George about the deal you two had, where you mow Clara's lawn and she cuts your hair.
What do you think of it, Mr. Burns?
Well, it's very interesting, only it looks like the wrong one is using the lawnmower. Well, excuse me, girls. I've got to go and wash a shirt. I'll be in the kitchen there.
Oh, all right.
Honestly, Gracie, sometimes I wonder why you married that man.
Oh, it was love. I didn't have much choice.
Well, obviously not.
Well, look, Gracie, all we came to talk to you about, we want to help the war workers. Now, there are lots of mothers who have babies in defense class.
My goodness, the hospitals must be crowded.
No, Gracie. Now, you see, while these mothers are working, they need someone to take care of the children. Can we count on you to help?
Oh, yes, I love babies. I practically raised my little nephew, John Cachu Allen.
The child's name was John Cachu Allen?
Yes, the minister who christened him had a very bad cold.
But, Gracie, the child we're leaving with you isn't exactly...
Oh, I adore babies. I still have little Johnny's first pair of shoes. Wait, I'll show them to you. I'll be right back.
Oh, Poor Gracie. I hope she won't be too disappointed when she finds out the baby we're leaving with her is 10 years old.
Yes, Bobby Ross. He's tough as nails.
Here comes Gracie.
Oh,
Well, here they are, girls. Look, little Johnny's first shoes. I had them gilded. Aren't they sweet?
sweet. Why, my husband could wear these. Were those his first shoes?
Yes. He didn't move into town until he was 24.
Well, we'll have to run along, Gracie. We're going to let you take care of little Bobby Ross. He'll be here in a couple of hours.
Oh,
Goodbye.
goodbye. Goodbye. Oh, I can't wait to tell George that we're going to have a little baby in the house. I wonder if the baby will change George. I wonder if George will change the baby.
Gracie, have those club women left?
Yes, dear.
Well, thank goodness. What were you talking about?
The baby.
Well, who's going to have a baby?
We are.
Oh, we are. Well, if one of... We are?
Yes.
We're going to have a baby?
Yeah. Are you happy, George?
Happy? Why, I'm delirious. I'm a father. I'm a success. I may have been late getting started, but look out, canter.
Oh, I'm so glad you're taking it like
Oh, boy. I'm going to run down the corner and get cigars for the fellas. Now, you just lie down, honey. I'll be right back. Just think. I'm going to have a cigar. I mean, a baby. Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey, watch where you... Oh, George.
Hello,
Well,
Bill.
what's the rush? What's the matter?
Oh, why, Bill, I just heard the greatest news a man could hear.
Oh, so you heard it too.
True. I'm the only one who knows.
Oh, now don't be silly, George. It's all over town.
All over town.
Why, of course. It's even on a billboard at the corner.
Oh, no.
Well, George, why not? Why keep it a secret?
But, Bill.
Now, George, if a lot of dealers want to run a special sale on Swan soap, I think people ought to know about it. After all, here's their chance to buy 3 bars of Swan and save. Why keep news like that a secret?
But, Bill, that's not what I meant. I'm going to have a baby.
After all, George, Swan is the new white floating soap that gives you all those mild, pure suds so fast. And a Swan sale is big news. Although Swan saves you money, sale or no sale. You see, Swan not only gives you more soap per penny than any leading toilet soap tested, but for housework, Swan saves again. Because it goes further than easily wasted packaged soaps. And it... You're going to have a baby?
Why, yes, Bill.
Well, gee, why didn't you tell me sooner?
Well,
Well, imagine me talking about Swan when you're expecting a baby. I'm sorry, George.
Oh, that's all right. You see...
I didn't give you a chance to tell me about it.
Oh, that's all right. You see...
I feel like a heel.
Oh, that's all right. You see...
Here
Gracie
you are
and I-
telling me you're having a baby, and I just stand here and go on talking about Swan.
Oh, that's all right. You see...
The soap
Gracie-
that's as mild as the finest Castile. The soap that's so mild and gentle it's kind to your hands, no matter what soap and water job you use it for. Oh, George, I'm just a false friend.
Oh, Bill, forget it.
Well, gee, thanks. When do you expect a baby, George?
My gosh. I forgot to ask Gracie. Just a minute. Gracie,
Yes, dear.
when are we expecting the baby? March, April, May?
Oh, it should be here in about 2 hours.
2 hours? Bill, go for a doctor.
Okay.
This is Paul Whiteman, and here's Jimmy Cash to sing one of the country's most popular love songs, Starlight Sonata. Okay, Jimmy.
You're my song from a world way up high. You are my starlight sonata out of the midnight sky. There's no melody sung by a light sweet as my starlight sonata.
Gracie is waiting to take care of the defense worker's baby, while poor George still thinks he's going to become a father.
Now, just lie down, dear, and take it easy. Would you like another pillow under your head?
Oh, I wish I knew what's come over you, George. All this fuss over one little baby. Suppose I was going to have 4 or 5 of them.
At once?
Well, I'd be glad to do it if you'd like me to.
Oh, no. Gosh, why doesn't Bill get here with that doctor?
What's the matter? Don't you feel well?
Of course I feel well. The doctor is for you and the baby.
Oh, I see what you mean. He examines the baby, and then if he isn't healthy, we give him back and get another one.
I can't understand what you... Oh, there's Bill and the doctor. Now, you stay right here. I'll answer the door. Come in.
Oh, hi, George. Here's the doctor you wanted. This is Mr. Burns, Doc.
How do you do? How do you do? That'll be $5, please.
Well, for Pete's sake, Bill, this is Dr. Lewis. I don't want him.
Well, gee, I'm sorry. I just grabbed the first one I found. What's wrong with him?
Well, this guy is a screwball.
Well, let's get down to business, Mr. Screwball. Unusual name, by the way. Only heard it once before. A woman I know told me your husband was a screwball.
Well, I don't care what she told you.
Charming woman, delightful. Great friend of mine. Married to her, come to think of it.
Bill, why did you do this to me?
Now, look, George, I just stood on a corner and yelled, I want a doctor. Who'd you expect to answer, the Mayo brothers?
Well, never mind. Just get him out of here, will you? Out.
Well, I guess we'd better leave, Dr. Lewis. My friend's a little jittery.
Yes, I noticed that, Mr. Jittery. Very bad, very bad. Does he happen to have a toothache?
No, there's nothing wrong with my teeth. But my head is beginning to ache.
Just as I thought. Well, I'd advise you to have it pulled out.
Well, and I'd advise you to get out. Now, go on. Scram.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Well, let's get down to business, Mr. Scram.
My name is Burns.
To be sure, to be sure. My wits must have been gathering wool. Well, let's get down to business, Mr. Wool.
Burns.
Naturally, Wool burns. Has a horrible odor, too. Well, let's get down to business, Mr. Odor.
Bill, you better remove this character before I murder him.
Okay, George. Come along, Dr. Lewis.
To be sure, to be sure. Is it too late to catch the 4 o'clock bus?
No, it's only 1 o'clock now.
Oh, dear. Missed it again. Well, goodbye.
Of all the silly, idiotic things he had...
Doctor, did he leave?
Well, don't worry. Now, I'll get another one. Now, you just lie down, and I'll go in the kitchen and fix you a nice glass of warm milk. And don't move until I get back.
All right, dear. My, he's sweet today. I wonder if he's been playing poker again. Come in.
Oh, hello, Gracie. I brought over the child that you're to care for, little Bobby Ross.
Oh, how nice, Ruthie. Where is he?
Right behind me. Drop that frog, Bobby, and come on in.
Okay. This where I'm going to hang out?
Yes. Well, take good care of him, Gracie. I'll pick him up later. Goodbye.
Goodbye. My, Bobby, you're bigger than I expected. You're quite a handsome little man.
Take it easy, lady. I'm going steady.
Oh. Well, tell me about yourself, Bobby. Where does your mother work?
On one of the airplane plants. She works on the propellers.
My goodness. I should think she'd get dizzy spinning around like that. Do you think you're going to like it here, Bobby?
Yeah, this is a swell joint.
Yeah, what are you doing?
I'm mowing them down. Don't you see him up there?
Where?
There goes a Stuka. There goes a Messerschmitt.
Why, you're a regular quiz kid. Imagine knowing the scientific names of those mosquitoes.
Are you kidding? Say, I'm hungry. You got any chow?
Yeah, there's some fruit out in the dining room. Get yourself an apple.
Okay, don't care if I do.
Oh, can't help wishing he was just a little smaller.
Well, here's your milk, Gracie. Did you keep quiet while I was gone?
Yes, Judge, perfectly quiet. Oh, by the way, while you were out in the kitchen, the baby came.
The baby?
Yes, but he's just a little bit...
Where is he?
Well, in the
Where is
dining
he?
room. He's getting an apple.
Getting an apple?
Yeah, he's a little older than I expected, George, but I'm glad to care for any child whose mother works in the defense plan.
I don't get it. You mean the baby isn't out?
No, dear, we're taking care of Mrs. Ross's boy while she's working at Consolidated.
Gee, I'm not a father. Well, what'll I say to the boys? What about all those cigars? I feel terrible.
Oh, buck up, George. Remember that inspiring poem of Kipling's that I always quote? If you can lose your head and never keep the common touch, if you can walk with kings while the dawn comes up like thunder, and which is more, you'll be a man, my son.
Now I feel better, yeah.
The Six Hits and a Miss and the boys in the band and yours truly have brought a little fat man over here to Camp Elliott to join the Marines. He's overweight, but a few weeks in boot camp will put him in fine shape. Going to give him to you right now. It's Mr. 5x5.
Twirl my turban, man alive. Here comes Mr. 5x5. He's one of those big fat fountain boys, solid avenue boys. Mr. 5x5. He's 5 feet tall and he's 5 feet wide. He don't measure no more from head to toe than he do from side to side. Mr. 5x5, a 15 chin and a line of jive. He's a mellow old cat, a real hep fan. He'd be Mr. 5x5. That man can really jump it for a fat man.
Boy, the only trouble is there's no way of knowing
Whether he's coming on or going. 5x5. He's slightly plump on the solid side. He don't shake it no more from head to toe than he do from side to side. Mr. 5x5.
Oh, hide me, Gracie. Hide me from that kid.
Where is Bobby? You're supposed to be playing with him.
I've played with him for 3 hours and I'm worn out. If his mother works overtime tonight, I'm dead.
Well, did you play games?
Yeah, games. I was supposed to be a Japanese zero, and he shot me down 5 times.
Oh, yes. I thought that would be fun. I hope you didn't mind the little extra touch I added.
What extra touch?
Telling him to put a lighted cigar in your pants pocket so you come down with your fuselage smoking.
So, that's where he got that idea. I wish I'd never set eyes on that kid.
Here you are. You're a zero, and I'm going to get you. You're down.
Okay, I'm down. Now let go of my sleeve. What are you doing?
I'm tearing off a piece of your wing for a souvenir.
Now cut it out. Now, I'm not going to play any more zero with you.
Okay, you make a lousy zero anyway. My grandmother is more maneuverable.
Why, you...
Oh, now,
little...
dear, please. Oh, I'll tell you what, Bobby. Suppose I tell you a story.
I hate stories.
You hate stories, huh?
Sure, they're corny.
Gracie, tell him a story and make it long.
All right. I'll tell you the story of Goldilocks and the 3 bears.
Oh, brother.
Now, once upon a time, there were 3 little bears who lived in a itty-bitty pool. And whenever they huffed and puffed, they blew it down.
Is she on the level?
Keep your yap close, kid. Go ahead, Gracie.
Well, one day, a girl named Little Red Goldilocks was riding through the woods in a pumpkin coach. She came to the itty-bitty pool and knocked on the door, but nobody answered, so she climbed up the beanstalk and went in.
Hey, Hey, lady.
Shut up. Go on, Gracie.
Well, while she was asleep, the three little bears came home and they said, "Fee, fo, fi, fum, I smell." Little red Goldilocks tried to run away, but she had very small feet, and at midnight the bears caught her and hit her on the head with a glass slipper.
Oh, go on.
That's all.
That's the story?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, kid, shoot me down again.
There must be some way to entertain you that's not quite so noisy. Oh, I have it. I'll get my little duck Herman. Now, don't go away now.
Now, listen, son.
You're a zero.
Oh, stop it. Is the Air Force the only branch of the service?
It's the loudest.
Well, ground yourself.
Hiya, George. Is the baby here yet?
Yeah, this is it, Bill.
This?
It was all a mistake. We're just keeping this kid while his mother is at work. I'm not going to be a father.
Oh. Well, gee, that's too bad. I'm sorry, old man.
Fine time to call me old man.
What else can he call you?
Keep quiet before I give you a hit in the head.
George, never tell a child you're going to give him a hit in the head. Never.
Bill, believe me, it wouldn't do any harm to this kid.
But George, you don't understand child psychology. You've got to talk the kid's language. Treat him as your pal, your chum.
You can do that, huh?
Why, of course. Watch this. Hello, Bobby, little pal. Let's you and I smear dirt all over our faces and play commando. What do you say, little chum?
Commando? You said it, pal. Let's go.
Okay. And when we get through, we'll go upstairs and wash our little face and hands with Swan, huh? You know. You know Swan, the new white floating soap that gives you all that swell baby gentle lather so fast. What do you say, little chum?
Are you trying to make a stooge out of me?
That psychology is great. I wouldn't be without it more, Bill. More psychology.
Well, I can see that Bobby
Talk right
likes
up,
his
Bill.
talk straight from the shoulder. Man to man, eh, little chum?
You shut up, wavy wig.
Yeah, go right ahead, Wavy Wig. Give him that man-to-man stuff.
Well, I will, George. Little pal, man to man, you can't buy a purer soap than Swan. Swan's as mild as the finest Castiles. So mild it's swell for even a baby's tender skin. So naturally it's great for your bath or shower. What say you go upstairs and try it, huh, little pal?
Just a minute, Bright Eyes. Are you trying to little pal me into a bathtub?
Psychology, Bill. Psych him, Bill. Psychology.
Okay.
Psych him.
All right, Bobby.
Give him a big psych.
I'll psych him. I promise not to mention Swan soap again unless you ask me about it. How's that?
It's a deal.
Okay, little chum. Now, you ever see one of those big Catalina flying boats? A fella your size could crawl right into one of those floats on the wings.
What float?
Swan floats, and thanks for asking. Yes, sir. Now that you brought it up, Bobby, I might mention that you can break Swan in two and use half in the kitchen for dishes and housework and half in the bathroom for your hands and face or your bath. One soap for the whole house, little chum.
Cross me up, huh? Now you're a zero.
George, do me a favor.
What?
Give that kid a hit in the head. Goodbye.
Yeah, kid. Everybody loves you.
Oh, here we are, Herman. Now say hello to your little friend, Bobby.
You're a zero, Herman.
Oh, boys, please. Herman, why don't you sing a song for Bobby? Oh, come on. I'll tell you what. We'll sing Three Blind Mice like we always do, all right? Good. Now you start it off and then I come in. Go. Three blind mice. See how they run. Don't you remember the rest of it, sweetheart? Oh, come on, try again. Three blind mice. See how they run. could tune. Even a baby could remember that song. Now, I'll start this time, and you follow me. 3 blind mice. See how they run. Let's play something else. You're 0, Bobby.
Quiet. I wish somebody would fire a real machine gun at me, loaded with aspirin. Come in.
Oh, good evening, Gracie. Well, Bobby's mother has finished work, and I've come to take him home.
Well, I never thought I'd say that, Mrs. Plumtag, but bless your heart. Now I can get some rest. Okay, Bobby, out.
Oh, by the way, in Bobby's place, I'm leaving another child to spend the night with you.
Oh, no.
Oh, isn't that wonderful, George? We're going to be parents on the swing shift.
Yes, it's really wonderful.
Well, come in, Jenny, and say hello to Mr. and Mrs. Burns.
Hello. Oh, a little girl. Oh, George, isn't she the sweetest thing you ever saw?
Yeah, she's cute. Yeah, but if we have to have a kid around here, I'm glad it's a little girl. Hiya, Jenny. What's the good word?
You're a 0.
Oh, no!
George and Gracie will be right back, so I'm just going to say, don't forget that special sale on Swan soap that so many dealers are running right now. Buy 3 bars and save. And I do mean save. Because sale or no sale, Swan saves you money. Use Swan for dishes and housework, and you save because Swan goes further than easily wasted package soaps. Use Swan for your hands and face or for your bath, and you save again because Swan gives you more soap per penny than any leading toilet soap tested. So come on, swing to Swan now, when you can buy 3 bars and save. Well, here they are, George and Gracie.
Oh, George, wasn't it fun doing our show down here at Camp Elliott today?
Yes, and I'm especially glad that we're here today. It happens to be the Marine's birthday.
Oh, well, that's wonderful, George.
Today the Marines are 167 years old.
Oh, really? Well, some of them don't look it.
Well, congratulations.
The makers of Swan, the new white floating soap, join George and Gracie in inviting you to tune in again next week, same time. These programs are shortwave to our armed forces everywhere. Remember, Swan now brings you 2 of radio's top shows. George Burns and Gracie Allen every Tuesday night, and Tommy Riggs and Betty Lou every Friday night over another network. And now till next week, this is Bill Goodwin saying, well, I, Swan, how about you? Good night.
Try Spry. You'll find the baking you turn out fluffy and light. Try Spry. You're sure to hear your family shout what a delight. For cake, pie, donuts, the things you fry. Try Spry. What's that you say? You're going to try it today?
Why, sure.
Try Spry.
This is the Columbia Broadcasting System.